I am Lizzy with Long Distance Gamers, and we are joined today by Evan and Grayson. So thank you two for coming in to see with us, or to record with us.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, well, we're going to be doing our top 5 cute animals. So we just looked through all of our games and found animals that we thought were adorbs.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot to choose from. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I had a very hard time narrowing it down. Like, I wanted to have like 100 birds, and I was just like, no, I'm limiting it to one of every animal.
Yeah, and we didn't even open Wingspan because that would have been like another hour of trying to figure out which one would qualify for this list.
There's a few birds in that one.
Just a few, like maybe like 10.
Yeah, something like that. You know. But anyways, Grayson, if you want to go ahead and start us off.
Well, for my first game, my game is Honga, which did was Honga, the big gigantic cat on this literal front cover of the box.
Yeah.
And basically, so like if basically every round, what you have to do is you have to pet Honga, or else he'll get mad and steal your resources.
Yeah, right.
Not nice.
Right. So right. So there's a little meeple that sits in the center, and if you don't pet him, he comes and starts eating your fish, just like on the picture.
Petting him is like because you have these little like circle hand tiles.
Yeah, it's like the action selection. Yeah.
And basically, if you don't tilt one of those hands to Honga, then you don't pet him.
Yeah.
You have to like tilt the hand towards Honga.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool action selection mechanism. Yeah, and the meeple's really cute, and he's really cute on the cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is really cute.
Yep.
That does sound fun.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. All right, you want me to go to my number 5?
Yeah.
Here? Okay, my number 5 is a game called Kitties, and it's a Japanese like card game, right? So it's a simultaneous selection game. So everybody has the same deck of cards.
Yeah.
And then everybody's playing a card at the same time, but one person is designated the boss cat, so you can't play a higher number than the boss cat.
Oh.
And if you tie with the boss cat, you get the points, and they don't.
Yeah, so you're basically trying to eat at different locations. So this cat is like, this card tells a story, because look at this. There's like a couple on a date, and like the ice cream is dripping, and this cat has these stars in his eyes because he gets to lick this ice cream. And that is adorable. And all the cats in this game are adorable. But yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone loves ice cream, so.
Yeah, especially this cat if you go to the park. Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. Also, I love the cover too because they're all like playing the game.
Yeah, they are literally. They go into detail because it's actually the cards in the game.
Yeah, I think Grayson was looking at it and figured out which cards these cats are playing on the cover of the box.
Wow.
Yeah, literally, they actually do play like literal cards in the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like the one that you chose is on the very top left.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's hard to tell, but yeah.
It's hard to tell. You have to like actually like look deep into it.
Yeah, but it's a pretty simple, cute, super cute, fun game.
Okay, well, my number 5 is Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, and it's really hard to see on the card, but there's an elephant.
Oh, wow.
It's so adorable and majestic.
Yeah, I think I can see it.
Nice.
Yeah, but this is the one that has the Race for the Galaxy type of mechanism where you will play a card, and that will activate whatever that thing is for everybody, but then whoever plays that number will get a special ability that only they get to do. And so you're just trying to terraform Mars and build up your thing and try to have the most amount of points. So it's a lot of fun, but that's my number 5.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then you can get elephants on Mars, too.
I know,
so
right?
That's awesome.
There were a few different animals in this one.
Is that right? Okay, yeah, we've never played this, but yeah, that's awesome.
Well, when you play it.
I would like to.
I have no idea.
It's a good one. It's kind of a really, really thinky one, but I like it more than Terraforming Mars, the original.
The big one.
Yeah, just it's a little bit faster, and it still gives that same feel.
Yeah, like what's the difference between the two?
This one has that simultaneous action selection, while the other one you're just playing cards and everyone goes around and you're trying to put tiles out.
Yeah, simultaneous always makes it go a lot faster than.
A little bit.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And you don't have to deal
Cool.
with I'm going to pass. Anyone else going to go? Okay, well, I'm going to play a couple more things. Anyone else going? Oh, wait, no, everyone's passed. And yeah. It's like, everyone just goes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did they just announce some expansions for this version too? Did I hear that?
Yeah, there's an expansion announced. They'll be on
cool.
Kickstarter soon.
Cool.
So, and then there's a dice game coming this year too.
Yeah, and maybe a legacy game one day. I know they've been talking about that too.
Speculation kind of stuff.
People might be burned out on Terraforming Mars by that point.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless they're able to get it out quick, which I'm not assuming so. But my number 4 is Happy Pigs, where but the thing is mine isn't the pigs, it's the penguins.
Yeah.
Which is actually just like it's part of like a promo like kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a couple of different promo expansions that have different animals in it.
Yeah, but basically Happy Pigs is a game where you're growing your pigs or other animals. And like basically like you might have to like give them like a shot or something because like there's always like sick, the flu season and stuff. Like they'll get sick actually.
But it's like an economic game, so you're like growing them and you know like aging them and selling them.
You can age them, and then at a certain stage you can actually make babies and stuff, and it's really weird. and then out of the like an older age, then like you sell them. But you want to do it like when like the best kind of the event cards are out.
Right, because the market's constantly changing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
so different actions are better at different times.
And then you could use the money. You can use the money to either get more pigs or expand your plot.
Yeah.
Which can be good because you need to.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the money is the points.
Yeah, right. But like, I mean, the penguins function exactly the same as the pigs.
Yeah,
it's just
all the other animals do function the exact same. It's just like there's just
they just look
animals.
different. Yeah. And those penguins are super cute.
They are. It's like they're almost cube. It's a really weird looking penguin.
Oh yeah, they're all kind of like this weird like cube. If you see on the cover there's like cows and stuff in the background.
Yeah, cows, chicken.
Yep. Don't actually come in the game. We have those.
Yeah, there's like expansions and promo expansions. So we bought all of them.
Makes
sense.
For
the maximum variety on your pig farm.
Yep.
All right, cool. I like that one. All right, so my number 4 is a game called Rainforest City. This is a game that just came out last year, right?
Yeah.
So it comes from Singapore, so it's supposed to be about like the Singapore rainforest, I guess, and and you're like simulating like how it's getting destroyed, and you're trying to build it back up or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So like, because like when you get tiles, because there's like cards with sections on it, so you're laying them out, right?
You get like the terrain. There's like the terrain tile, the terrain cards, and the animal cards.
Right, and you're making a grid of them.
Yeah, well, just making the area.
Yeah.
And like the animals will have like different sorts of animals that will score on points, except like you have to actually like follow the ecosystem. So like the 2s have to actually eat the 1s. But the 3s have to eat the 2s.
Right, so you have to align the food chain in the habitat properly.
They still all of them still score, but to get like the 3 points ones, you have to like have the chain going in the habitat.
Right. Yeah. So it kind of like, I guess it's educational a little bit, but it's really like hard because
there's like a little booklet thing.
There is an informational booklet. Yeah.
I always.
But you have to like think about how. Have to think about how you have to set this up and to get all the proper like food chain going. Yeah, I don't know. It can be tough.
And also with like the big spinny thingy where you have to like, because like people, when it's your turn, you turn the thing a certain way
to see which card you want to grab.
To see which card you want to grab, but then all the other players do get the thing. You do get the cards, but they only get 1.
Right. The active player gets 2. Everybody else gets 1. Yeah.
It's really.
But like on the tiles themselves, the animals are really tiny. So the best picture of this pangolin, which is absolutely adorable, is on the cover. That's again. There's a nice big picture of him on the cover. So yeah.
And also with little baby.
And his little baby pangolin.
That is adorable.
Yeah, he's absolutely.
Like adorable. I want to go out and adopt one now.
they're such an interesting looking animal. Like if you look at pictures of them, sometimes they look like statues. They don't even look real.
Oh wow!
These pangolins. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
they're grayish color.
Yeah, they're really an interesting looking animal, and yeah, I love this one for sure.
Okay. Well, my number 4 is The Fox in the Forest, and it's that snow fox.
Oh, that's cool.
But this is a trick-taking game for 2 players, where you either want to win a whole lot of tricks or not as many. So you get a lot of points for either end, but if you're in the middle, you get less points, and it's just a race to certain points. Some of the cards, like this one, has special abilities that you can use to mess with it. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward, kind of relaxing, not really too tension-filled. And just, you go, you play, oh, I got that trick, oh, you got that one, and just see where it ends up. Yeah.
I've heard really good things about this game, but I've never actually played it.
Yeah, I like this one better than the Duet, which the Duet's a cooperative version.
Yeah, right.
That one, like, the tension's just ratcheted up a little bit more, and, like, I was sweating when I was playing that one. Like, it was intense, because you can't go too far in either way, or else you lose, and it's just... I guess I like fighting with people more than cooperating with people.
That's cool. Yeah, this game looks cool. I'd love to try this sometime, actually. Yeah. Yeah, neat.
Yeah, well, so my number 3 is Barnyard Roundup, which is like a trick-taking game.
Hey.
Well, I wouldn't call it a trick-taking game.
A bluffing game. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Which so basically you have to like present like, so you say, I have like 2 pigs to someone.
You hold them face down.
Yep. And so the person will either say that I will believe you or not. So if they guess it correct, they get it. And if they get it wrong, the person that put it get it.
Right. It's similar a mechanism to cockroach poker, if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds really
pretty
familiar.
Pretty close to that.
But the bluffing part is that there's the crows.
Yeah, there's negative ones.
So the crows for the opposite. If you say that you have 2 pigs and they're crows, if the person catches you that they are not pigs, then you get the negative crows.
Yeah.
But if they to get it wrong and believe that it's the pigs, then they will get the negative points.
Yeah. Oh. It sounds a little more complicated than it is, but yeah, it's super simple.
Yeah. But
what about this cat?
So there is the copycat, which is basically just a wild card that can go into any suit for any reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Is it an adorable cat?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like really cute.
Yeah.
So is the goal to like get rid of all the cards, or
the goal is to get the amount of points, because
you can get large sets of this particular animal.
Gotcha.
Because the animals are worth points, and there's bonus points for the most amount of a certain animal.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're each animal is worth points, and the crows are worth negative points. So yeah, that's why you so you want to like basically get those cards that you're saying in front of you.
Yeah, but you have to convince people that it either is or isn't what you're saying it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
Gotcha. Sounds cute.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So my number 3, right? Yeah. My number 3 is a beautiful game called Horticulture Master. This game, I think it's either Japanese or Taiwanese. I'm not exactly sure, but this goose reminds me of the what's that video game?
The
Untitled Goose game, where like you're honking at people or whatever, yeah, and like stealing their stuff, yeah. Anyway, so like this, I love this goose. So it's a interesting game. It's kind of like a little bit like Patchwork, I guess, where you're playing cards to put the polyomino tiles in to build your garden. So it's actually kind of he's never actually played it.
No, I haven't.
It's a little bit more of a process to just more than just laying tiles onto your board.
Okay.
But the standee for the goose is basically just like a bonus point. Like the first person to grab any sort of tile gets the bonus point. So
nice.
That's all the goose does. And again, this is another one where the art is really tiny on the tiles, but like there's a big standee there of the goose.
Yeah.
And I love that goose.
It looks cute, and it's like it looks like it's going to be like fighting or like running you down. It's going to be chasing you. That's the word.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love it.
Okay. Well, my number 3 is Rescue Polar Bears. And really, I like the bears on the cover, but those ceramic bears are also so cute.
Oh, yeah.
So, they're very durable. Like, when I first heard that they were going to be ceramic, I was going, if I drop this, is it going to break?
That would suck. It actually broke.
That would. I'm a little worried that the ears might go, but so far they've held up pretty good throughout the couple years I've had it now. So, nice. Not bad. But it's a cooperative game, pick up and deliver, which is my least favorite mechanism, actually. But you're trying to...
rescuing them, yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to get them and save them and pick up the data points, and that's how you win, is getting enough data. But you lose if you lose too many polar bears, so you want to...
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah.
So sad. Oh my gosh.
Definitely a global warming type of theme overall.
Interesting,
yeah, and then like when the ice melts, it cools you off a little bit, and then the temperature just keeps rising again, and then
the ice melts, and then yeah. Yeah, I've heard of this game. I've never played it.
It's fun. I'd recommend it.
Yeah, it looks cool. I don't know how available it is these days, but yeah.
I don't know. There's a few different versions. The data and temperature is the best one.
Okay.
So, but there's a version that was translated to English but not brought over to the States. So I'm not sure about availability of it.
I always have my ways to get these things, so.
Yeah, pretty much. You have some way of getting the ones, like, side note, 5 of your titles that you didn't even have, like, the work together to collect data and save polar bear things on Board Game Geek. It didn't have that little snippet. They do now, because I made one up and put them in. But like 5 of them were so like not well known that they didn't even have that in there. So you guys have some really unique ones.
Yeah, well, we like to do that. I like to find unique and unusual games. So yeah, for sure. Yeah,
definitely not ones that you see on every corner.
No, but that's that's the great thing about board gaming, right? Is there's so many games everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's hidden gems everywhere, which is what I'm always, I guess, trying to track down.
Yeah, trying to find the good ones before they're known, and sometimes even when they're
never.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What do you got, Greg?
Well, my number 2 is Dungeon Fighter, and Dungeon Fighter is basically just a silly game where you hit targets with a die.
Yeah, you're throwing dice onto the board. Yeah.
Except the cards make you do it really weird. But this is just it's literally called Cute Bear.
So it has to be cute.
It's
in the title.
Exactly.
And it literally says on there he doesn't want to hurt anyone. He just wants to hug you. But he doesn't. He's not aware of his own strength.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
It's just, he's just.
So the game is actually like a dungeon crawler type game, but but there's a big red target in the middle of the board, in the middle of the table, and you're like throwing dice onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to attack and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the monsters.
Okay, and so like that one, you have to have like the dice on your hand and then flick it in.
Yes, exactly. To hit the bear, you got to flick it off your hand.
Okay, that sounds silly.
It's super silly, and it's also really hard too.
It is actually really hard
because like it's so hard to just throw a die at all and hit where you want it to hit.
But the thing is like sometimes like they're insane. Like you have to like get like on your nose and then like fling it off.
And what are the odds that you're going to hit a target doing that? Yeah.
And also
0.
because like if
exactly.
And like if it falls off, then like you lose. So it's like really
right. It's like because if you don't hit the target, then it's like the creature hits you.
Yeah, it's insanely hard.
It's crazy. It's ridiculous, but it is fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
And there's a cute bear.
Yes, there is.
I love it. All right, so my number. Oh my gosh, we're number 2 already.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 2 is Fabled Fruit, which is one of our most played games because you just play quick hands, right? Have you played Fabled Fruit?
I've heard of it.
No. Okay, yeah. So it's I wouldn't call it a legacy game. It's like an evolving game, so that as you go through the card piles, they change every time. Like after you go through certain number of them. But anyway, I love this moose because look at his face. He's making like a little ooh face, and his eyes are all googly. Like I don't know. I love this moose. Yeah, so like you can play it like a campaign where you just play like through the entire deck, and there's like what 60 different animals in this game with like five
even more
five
than
of each
that.
or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, but it goes on a long time. But yeah,
it does.
But you're basically just like putting your little worker onto a card and doing the effect, and then you're trying to collect the juices, like the fruits to make a juice, like you can see on the bottom of that card.
So if you get 3 coconuts, you make the juice, or
and then a wine. So last one's a wine.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you just flip the moose over, and it shows like a juice.
Yeah.
And then depending on the player count, how you just need a certain amount of juice to win.
And you get like 2 points for winning, 1 point
if you're playing like the campaign type version.
Yeah, 1 point for not for like not being last, and then 0 points for being last.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the scoring, but yeah.
Yeah, but the art is real adorable in this game. And like I said, I love that moose. I've loved that moose since we first played this game. So, yeah. Hey, that's my number 2.
Oh, maybe he's trying to get to a straw to drink it.
Maybe, I don't know. They got such weird expressions on their faces. Like, I don't know. I love that guy.
I want to see all the other ones now.
Yeah, and you got to play through the whole game to do it.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to play through the whole game.
It's fun. It is fun.
Okay, so my number 2 is Meadow, and it's that cute little hamster.
Oh my gosh.
There's quite a few to choose from in here.
Yeah.
There's going to be even more with the expansion that's going to be coming.
Mm-hmm.
But, this one is just... For some reason, I love rodents, even though I don't ever want them in my house.
Right.
Not even like a hamster for a pet, but... Like, it looks so cute. It's getting berries into his cheeks, and it's getting the cheeks all out, and
that is adorable.
Yeah.
That is adorable.
It's a tableau builder, essentially. Like, you're trying to get points by putting cards, and they have to have, like, that one, you need, like, a berry, a flower, and either a bug and a frog, and then it makes it so that there's a paw that you could use on a future card requirement.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Like, you're trying to get those out, and you have little sticks that you can, there's like a 4x4 grid that you can put your sticks in the little spots, and like they can go over like 1 through 4, it says on the stick. And then you grab that card from wherever it points at so that you can use it in a future thing. You just put it in your hand until you can play it. So yeah, and then there's some special abilities that you can use if you go to this other thing, but that kind of means you don't pick a card. So, but it's a lot.
Yeah, this game looks really cool. Like, I love the art in this game.
Yeah, you're right.
It's really beautiful.
And it has one of those informational books, so like every card like that is a C32. So you could go into the book, find C32, find out that is called, the common hamster. And, a little bit about what it does.
That's really interesting. I like that.
Yeah. That's it.
Cool. Metal.
Alright, well, my number 1 is the awful green things from outer space. And it's that little tiny cute mascot.
What is that? What type of animal is that? Is it a chicken? Like an alien chicken? What is that?
Yeah, it's
chickeny.
It's like some sort of a chicken that has 3 eyes.
Yeah,
I'm sure it tastes like chicken.
But he's the mascot for like the ship or whatever.
Yes,
right?
and then it's like because like the with the game, you can get him in an ook suit.
Yeah, you can power him up. I couldn't find a good picture of that. But
there's like an ook suit where like he's a lot better.
Yeah, I don't think he can do any damage when he's.
Yeah,
like
no,
this.
he sucks when he's like when he's just
so
he's like a cheerleader who's just like encouraging people.
He's the mascot.
Rah.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then he goes into the ook suit and
he powers up. Yeah, and he can fight. Yeah, because it's a weird. It's kind of like I don't know what's like the Star Trek, like the Tribbles or whatever, where they replicate. You know what I mean? Like
I'm not Star Trek. I'm Stargate.
I know. Neither.
So like the awful green things are invading the ship, right? So like as you attack them, they'll split and multiply.
Oh no.
So you have to like find there's certain weapons that
will like vaporize.
Yeah, so that will actually hit them and not like just cause them to replicate.
Like if you like use I don't know, like I'm pretty sure like TNT or something.
Well, there's a system, so like it's different every time.
Yeah, because so like when you get this weapon, you will draw a token. Yeah, you will get like a token, which will tell you what it does.
Yeah, right. And it could be good, it could be bad. And it's a 2-player back and forth game. So one person is the green things, and the other people are the other person is the whatever the space ship people.
Yeah. So the greens are just trying to get rid of all the other.
Yeah, you're trying to like just eat as many of the like get as many of your guys out there, your little aliens out there as you can to stop the other, like the team from basically like clearing a path to like the escape ships.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like power up the escape ships and stuff, like by hitting like some electricity stuff.
Yeah. It's an old game too, but it's a pretty simple game, but it's a fun back and forth game. It's silly and ridiculous.
Yeah, Steve Jackson games, they're always, well, not always, because like the Pirate Port Royale wasn't like really goofy, but like they seem to be like on the goofier side more often than not.
And the funny thing is that there's actually in like the rule book, like it's like the front page is actually like a story.
The story.
Because like they come back, they're like coming back from a space trip, and the dude, some guy like he's like grabs like a little green rock, and it's actually it's like the awful green thing but he thinks it's a rock, and that's how it starts.
So someone brings it onto the ship,
of course,
because they wanted a souvenir.
Yes. Except it was an awful green thing.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah. That's a fun game.
Yeah, it is, actually.
Okay.
It is.
All right, well, my number one is my number one from last year, and that's Aqua Garden. So this whale actually comes in one of the expansions, right?
Yes.
It's the outdoor expansion, because that little tank there is like a tank that's outside of your normal tank.
Yeah, because you can you put it like on exhibit.
Yeah, so like this whale, I love the little frowny face on this whale. Like if you can see that in that picture, like his little, he's got a little frowny face. I don't know, I love this whale.
I can see like the mouth, but I can't see it go back down.
I don't know, but just the way that it looks to me is absolutely adorable. So Aqua Garden, I had a little bit of a buzz last year, right? Where you're basically like drafting, like all the meeples, all these seeples, I think is what they call them, are really cool looking. So you're drafting them and putting them into your aquarium.
Yeah.
And each aquarium only has like a certain oxygen limit. You can raise that.
Yeah, you can boost it up with like kelp or something.
Coral, coral or
no, coral
seaweed.
Takes one. Seaweed I think. That's one.
So you're trying to just organize these like 6 or whatever tanks in your aquarium to have the most point scoring meeple fish meeples
inside. Okay.
Yeah. And it's kind of like I don't know if you call that a rondelle, where you're going around the track to draft, but you can never go backwards. So you can go as far as you want.
Yeah, I would consider that rondelle.
Yeah. So then like the person in last is always the active player.
Yeah.
Oh. So that means they could possibly do that thing where they take a turn and they don't pass anyone, so they take another turn.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Like it's like the other person or people go like really far ahead, they could like get more than one.
Yeah, well, sometimes some of the things you need are way farther down the track, right? So
then you have to go. Do I really want that? But I don't want to go that far.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have to like get the money to like buy stuff.
Yes, you're right. You can sell ads or whatever. You can do ads.
Yeah, then you have to put the ads. But the thing is that the ads don't do as much at the start because you actually need the fish in the first place.
Right, because you have to advertise how many fish you have in your
but
aquarium.
like once it's chained, it could be like a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know. Aqua Garden's a really fun game.
It is, yeah.
And like I said, this whale comes from an expansion, but
yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds really cute.
I love it.
Okay, well, my number one is from Birds of a Feather. It's the gray-crowned rosy finch. So this is so beautiful, and it has the birds in the background. I just like that artwork for birds a little bit better than Wingspan.
Do you?
Yeah, I just, it's cute, and it has stuff in the background too, and
yeah, right. The picture itself is a little more detailed.
Yeah, so I really like that. But this one, it's where you will have your cards in your hand, and you'll play one out. So if I would play that one, I would get to mark that symbol for that color on my sheet, which will get me points at the end of the game. But also, any purple that any other player played for this round or the round before. So I would get to see a whole lot depending on whether people played. So with this one, they might put that out, and then other people might want to try to really get into that next round because that's kind of a rarer one. And so then you can play another one, that one, and catch all of those birds and visualize all of those.
That's
so it's really interesting. And actually, if you go to Board Game Geek, it says re-implemented by Birds of a Feather Western North America.
Yeah.
So, and it says 2022, so another one is coming out this year.
So I wonder if that's being printed by a different company.
It is.
I've never heard. You picked a game I've never actually heard of, which is difficult to do sometimes. So yeah, I know.
Yes, to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a lot of games. So.
But I spend a lot of time looking again.
Yeah. And then with the new one, the artwork's the same, at least on the pictures I saw.
Okay.
It's just it's a fuller. It goes more out on the card, so it doesn't have that border, and the stuff moves around a little bit. It looks really nice. I'm like, it's the exact, and it will come with a solo and like another mini extension. Like, I think I'm gonna have to re-get it. Yeah,
it's awesome.
But now for a quick little surprise, I figured it would be kind of cute if we do the #1 on Board Game Geek for a animal themed game. So which one do you think is #1 on Board Game Geek?
I have no idea.
It's probably is it Wingspan?
It is.
There's always Isle.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, it had to be right.
Yeah,
I was just saying because there's always Isle of Cats.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one
too.
Yeah, I didn't see that on there. I just went through until I saw this one. I'm like, okay, that one's first.
Yeah.
Put that on there. But yeah, but it's basically, the you're building up your
it's Wingspan
environments.
And you get the birds, you get the birds do things, and then you run the birds and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I love this game because I love engine building games.
It is fun, yeah.
You can build some super satisfying engines with this game. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of this game.
Yeah, I definitely love it. Cannot wait till the new expansion comes out.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do.
Well, they're doing it where you can buy it separately, or you could buy what they're calling a nesting box. There'll be the big box store solution. You could either buy the expansion by itself, or you could buy the nesting with the expansion inside.
Yeah,
but
gonna buy
right
that.
now they're not going to be selling that nesting box by itself simply because freight shipping is through the roof expensive. So it doesn't make fiscal responsibility to do that.
No, I get that. Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm looking forward to
you'll want to buy the nesting box and expansion if you want to buy the nesting box at all.
And I do, because we already have it in like 2 boxes.
Yeah, so. I have it, and it's like takes up that much room on the shelf. So I'm just like,
right,
nice,
cool. Yeah, looking forward to that.
But
for sure,
that is everything. Wow. Yeah.
What a bunch of cute animals we picked, huh?
Yeah, and there's actually all of our picks.
Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. Look at all those little guys.
Lots of fun. So thank you guys. Thank you for providing some that I have never heard of. I don't think I've played any of your picks at all.
Really?
Oh, we haven't played any of yours either, so.
Wow.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so we don't have a whole lot of crossover.
No, but that's good, because then we get to talk about more animals.
And get more enlightened, which I like, because I haven't even heard of most of yours.
Well, I mean, okay, so maybe 2 of them are probably, 3 of them are probably kind of hard to get. So I know Aqua Garden is getting a reprint coming to Kickstarter later this year.
Nice.
Kitties is like a Japan.
Yeah, Kitties and Horticulture Master. Horticulture Master I actually got from Dave Luza. He brought that home he brought that from Essen, I think, and he gave it to Missy at Dice Tower Con or something. I don't know.
Well, that was
because it was a game I was interested in.
What about Rainforest City?
Rainforest City you can order from. I don't think you can order it in America yet, because I ordered it from Singapore. And ordering games from Singapore takes a shockingly small amount of time.
Nice.
Because the company Origame, which was started by Daryl Chow. I don't know. He's making a bunch of games over there in Singapore, and supposedly they're going to have distribution. I think through Miniature Market, but I don't know if that one's available yet.
Okay, well, I'll keep my fingers crossed because that one sounded really cute too.
Especially if you like a brain-burning puzzle where you're trying to like organize your cards just right and score the most points.
But also, there's no way you're finding the awful grid things from outer space.
Well, I'm pretty sure there might be a version of it in print. It might not. It might look a little different than the one we have because mine is.
Yeah, like the one we have like right now. There's no way.
I bought that like in the '90s when I was like a teenager. So.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has that older look, but
there might be a new one with newer art available.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you, everybody. So see you next time, and go ahead and check out their channel if you haven't done so already, because they're actually cool people. Totally.
Thanks. Yeah. We try to do some silly stuff on there once in a while.
Yeah.
When we get the time.
You guys make me laugh a lot.
Okay, good.
So I definitely.
That means a lot to me.
It makes me smile, and it makes my workday go a lot better when I'm watching them at work. So.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. But until next time, just remember to have fun, be present, and be you.
Bye.
Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you find value in our content, please like, comment, or subscribe. Let a friend or family member know that we exist. Help us spread our channel and bring remote gaming to a table near you. Thank you very much, and have a great day.